In 2011, the city of San Francisco inspired the move of new businesses by employing tax break incentives to those businesses willing to relocate to the mid-market sector. By virtue of relocation, these businesses, being of high value and aesthetic stature, would inadvertently revitalize the area by simply being present. For example, employees would naturally want to go somewhere for lunch. Cue the new trendy restaurants such as The Hall, which obviously will have more soon to follow. Between 2011 and now, tech-focused giants like Twitter, Zendesk, Yammer, One Kings Lane, and Spotify rushed to the area along Mid-Market Street between 5th and Van Ness to participate in their share of the tax break glory. But what happened to the people, places, and things that made Mid-Market blighted before Twitter's big blue bird hung over the heads of commuters, sleepers, and passers-by? While economic inequality has many causes and sources, subsidies and tax breaks awarded by state and local governments to large corporations, such as those that now call the mid-market area home, are major contributors to the growing fiscal divide. If we take into account Tocqueville's critique of the philosophical approach of American peoples in a statement that, to escape from imposed systems, the yoke of habit, family maxims, class prejudices, and to a certain extent national prejudices as well, to treat tradition as valuable for information only, and to accept existing facts as no more than a useful sketch to show how things could be done differently and better, to seek by themselves and in themselves for the only reason for things, looking to results without getting entangled in the means towards them, and looking through forms to the basis of things. Then, the transient benefits and inequality of economic development that are guided by aesthetic and monetary development of mid-market makes sense. Of economic development, incentives for the relocation of multi-million-dollar companies divert energy, attention, and money from an area deemed blighted and give it a new facelift without consideration for how the old wrinkles used to fall. Two consequences of the tax break that inspire and sustain economic inequality in the mid-market area are a lack of community involvement and support, as well as displacement of mid-market communities. Unfulfilled community promises also contribute to the inequality spurred by the mid-market tax break. The reality is that there has not been as much community involvement as initially promised. For example, there was a recent community agreement contract that will last from 2015 to 2018. It does not include displacement agreements or agreements to support the creation of a mid-market acquisition fund to enable nonprofits to buy and preserve below-market rate housing, office spaces, and small business space in the area. Additionally, displacement and disregard for mid-market communities as tech giants' presence grow is further supported by the current rate of artist evictions, such as the artist dwelling at 1061 Market Street that are currently facing an eviction that was inspired by the building takeover of yet another tech company's rush to mid-market. So, what are the possible solutions? One possible solution that is already underway is Twitter's current agreement. This consists of a $3 million investment in Twitter's Neighborhood Nest, a neighborhood learning center for use by nonprofits with a minimum of 4,000 volunteer hours annually and assistance with neighborhood improvements like gardening and cleanup. Another solution is to fulfill the promise of local hire. The current agreement urges companies to forge a meaningful engagement with the neighborhood by exploring opportunities like hiring initiatives. But with a lack of teeth in this provision, local residences have not been hired at an ideal rate. Local objectives in the agreement can take a stronger approach with specific innovative ideas. Companies will create a paid internship program focused on hiring local applicants and with opportunities to be hired full-time once the internship is finished. Companies will create a scholarship fund which will be awarded to local students with a desire to attend college and with an interest in the tech industry. Another possible solution is to have the tax break include a focus on local businesses. While these tech giants have pledged to donate glorious amounts to local youth communities and services, the presence of local businesses in the mid-market sector would be even more beneficial to the vitality of San Francisco's local commerce. Imagine a business that is part of the San Francisco Made Collective, such as 90 Degrees, a socially and environmentally conscious bike company, or 415 Design Co., a San Francisco-based and made clothing company. If they were able to move and were incentivized to move to the mid-market area, Then they would no longer threat lease increases and the subsequent demise of their business. City officials must push the hand of tech companies by creating innovative, locally focused solutions in order to enhance the lives of those struggling to survive in an increasingly unaffordable city. By investing in local nonprofits, increasing the number of locally hired residents, and create tax breaks for local businesses as well, San Francisco can begin creating an all-inclusive city.